Season 1 is officially in the books. Hi, I'm Joey Gremlin. Thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. This last year, I spent kayak fishing and videoing all my outings, and I have to chalk it up as an absolute success. I spent the majority of my time in East Matagorda Bay, Texas, where I tried to show you the lay of the land, where I was fishing, and what I was using to catch fish. Voodoo Mambo and Voodoo Shrimp absolutely nailed it for me this year. Those two lures absolutely do it for me every time. I share all of this information with you because I want your fishing experience to be an amazing one, for you to be well equipped with the information you need to go out and put fish on your stringer. You know, this year some of the things I was able to capture on video were just amazing. These fish put up one heck of a fight. They're trying to evade you once they're hooked. They don't know what's going on. They're trying to get away as much as possible. So it's super important to keep that tension on. And doing so in a kayak is a bit challenging because it's much smaller than a boat. So these fish can go left to right, and around your kayak super fast. And keeping that just the right amount of tension on is very important. October, November, December, the time frame, right? So I call that the Christmas of fishing because those 3 months there where the temperatures are cooler, the redfish kind of stalk up together and you'll see them tailing out in the marsh like you see there. You'll see the fins just sticking out of the water, 10, 15 of them in a school, just going down the side of the grass, just looking for bait. And, just being able to capture all these things on video is just a pure joy because I wanted to relay to you what I was seeing. If you've never kayak fished before, many times you'll see birds in the air. Those birds will lead you to the fish because the birds are chasing the bait in the water and the bait bunch up all together because the fish are putting them all up in a bunch. So you see birds out there, go straight to the birds because that's where the fish are. This year I was able to catch a 25-inch speckled trout, my personal best. Redfish, I think my personal best was a 27 and a half. Caught all of them on the Voodoo Mambo and the Voodoo Shrimp. So, again, those lures absolutely work for me. Now here, I'm trying to get the Texas Slam. I got the redfish, I got the speckled trout. Now I just needed a flounder, and this guy was doing its best to get away from me, and I do my best to land it. Let's see if I'm able to finally get it in the net. Bam, there it is. And that actually was my best flounder, 18 3/4 inches. The fish in East Matagorda Bay, once you get them in the boat, it's just miraculous. You look at the various colors and the patterns, and you just see how glorious these fish are. And you've done your research, you've traveled all the way out there, you've got the right lure, you're on the water at the right time, and then you finally land these fish and you have them in your hand, and it's just such a joy. And not only for me to catch them, all the people I took out, I was able to put them on fish for the first time ever, and that was just so awesome. Many times I try to, when I'm showing you the fish, leave the lure in before taking it out so you can see what I caught the fish on. Look at this gorgeous speck here. Just what an amazing species. And the redfish back in the marsh, those waters just color these fish a beautiful copper color with that awesome spot on there. And you'll see a lot of ripped up fins and tails that they've been battling their whole life to stay alive and to eat, right? And so thankfully their last battle, all these fish displayed here were with me, and those guys were able to come home and I was able to cook up many a good meal for my family. So all this information I share with you guys just so you can hopefully have a great fishing experience, put fish on the stringer and take it home so you guys can enjoy them. Probably the best thing about fishing is taking others out. Here's Meadow, my daughter, 13, catching her first fish, first time out. She nailed it. My nephew Gage, he just got a gigantic redfish. Egret Baits provided or donated lures for all the veterans. There's Jim Finley. You'll see him in many of my videos because we're fishing buddies and we go out almost every time together. Ken, there's Ken, Navy recruiter in Houston. Todd, my brother-in-law from College Station. Man, we just had a great time on the water, and nothing better than also to see your sons out there with you. There's Jackson, and Cody was able to join me many times as well. Becoming an ambassador for Mariner Sales in Dallas, Texas, those guys, they're top notch. R.S. Chalmers, the owner, he has teamed up with Heroes on the Water, an amazing organization, to put veterans out on the water where all they need to come to the water with is a fishing license, and they do their best to put people on the water, and that's what me and RS have teamed up with. He's put me in a Hobie Kayak. I'm going to fish it for a year, and then we're going to sell it and donate all the proceeds to Heroes on the Water. So was this first year kayak fishing and videoing my experience a good one? I say yes, and I look forward to many more outings, and I look forward to sharing more information with you guys. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. It's just a great experience, and I hope that next year we'll produce many more great memories and more information I can share with you guys. Take care, God bless, and tight lines.